This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 1518 Cochran Street, Simi Valley, California, 93065. Today is December 15th, 2023. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 2-inch ABS waste line cleanout located on the rear ADU unit on the right-hand side of the house, just outside the bathroom. And this is our. We're just going to go ahead and push through. It was a little difficult to get our camera in here, so what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to push through and possibly push all the way out. We're just going to see where we tie in. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to pause our mic here, and we're going to continue to push out. As we push out, it does appear that we did have some tie-ins in that area. But again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. We'll push out to approximately 80 feet on our camera monitor, and then from there we'll pause for a moment. We're going to locate that area. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at approximately 3 foot 5 inches deep on the left-hand side of the house, along the walkway on the left-hand side of the house. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. We did turn some water on the front house, and we're just going to push out to see if we can find that tie-in. See where that's coming in and tying into. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. We'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, we'll make another turn. And we're going to pause right here. It does appear that we do have an opening there right around the 12 o'clock, so we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we did mark it with the red crown at approximately 3 foot 9 inches deep. And it does appear again to be a clean out in this area. So we're going to pull back just a little bit so you can see the clean out. And there you can see there's an opening there at the top right around the 12 o'clock. So again, we did mark that. And it's just in front of just on the left-hand side of the front door. Again, as you approach the front door on the left-hand side next to the sidewalk. And as we pull back, you can see here, this is our tie-in. This is our shower tie-in for the front primary house. I have the water running in the primary hallway bathroom shower, and this is our tie-in here. So again, we're going to pause here. We'll locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we did turn the water off in the primary house, and we did in the main house, and we turn the shower on in the primary bathroom, which you can still see the water passing through. So everything at the front of the property, which is the primary or the main house and the primary ADU attached to the main house, appears to be passing through this tie-in. So again, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to shut everything down. We're going to pull back, and we're going to verify the tie-in for the ADU on the left-hand side of the house. So I'm going to pause here. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we marked this area at the front of the property on the left-hand side of the front door. And as we pull back, we have some water running in the ADU unit on the left-hand side of the property. And we're just going to pull back and verify where that ties in at. We'll mark that area, and then what we'll do is we'll continue to pull back and take a good look. So again, we needed to run the water just to help us identify the tie-ins and where everything's running. So again, it does appear that the sewer is running from the rear right-hand ADU across the property to the left-hand side, picking up the ADU on the left-hand side, and then running out towards the front of the property. So again, we'll continue to pull back. It does appear to be all black ABS sewer pipe. Again, no visible signs of any root intrusions or any breaks thus far. We did have a little bit of belly, a little bit of flat area where we were holding some water, and we had some debris. But again, that was as we pulled back a little bit further. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. In this area here, you can see how we have a belly in this area holding some water. So again, we're just going to pull back. There's some debris there that's hopefully get washed out into the city sewer there. I'm going to push in just a little bit. It does appear there's an opening there, so I'm going to push in a little bit. And we do have an opening right there around the 12 o'clock. We're going to push into that area, and we're going to locate that area. We're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. We did mark it with the red crayon. We'll pull back just a little bit. You can see that we do have what appears to be a clean out there at the top. We did mark it with the red crayon along the walkway as you're approaching the ADU on the left-hand side of the house, the rear left-hand corner of the house. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Make a little bit of a turn. There's our tie-in there. We're going to push in just a little bit. Then we're going to locate this area to where we tie in on the ADU on the rear left-hand corner of the house. We're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and pushed back out towards our tie-in here, which was along the walkway. Again, we did mark that area. So that area there is the kitchen tie-in there. As you can see, a little bit of water dripping there. That's the kitchen tie-in for the ADU on the left-hand side of the house. And again, as we pull back, we had another tie-in. And again, we're tying in our vanity sink, our toilet, and our shower. That is on the right in this area here. It's our tie-in there. That's our vanity sink. And there's our toilet and our shower area as we pull back. There's a shower. And those are all the tie-ins for the ADU on the right-hand side of the house. I'll push in just a little bit. Ready to pull back just a little bit. It does appear that we do have another opening there, so we're going to locate that area. We're going to push in just a little bit. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 1 foot 9 inches deep. And again, we did mark it with a red flag at approximately 1 foot 9 inches deep. And this is on the rear left-hand corner of the backyard. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. You can see that there's an opening there. Just not brought up to grade. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. And again, we are in black ABS sewer pipe. I'm going to pull back. Again, a little bit of a belly in this area here. You can see we're holding a little bit of water. There's our tie-in. Again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And we're going to come up and out of our clean out. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here. We're going to relocate ourselves to the front of the house. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to the front of the house, just to the right of the front door, to a 2-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout. Again, to the right of the front door. This is our front door area here. This goes out towards the front of our property. And this is our 2-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout. Little undersized for our mainline sewer cleanout. What we're going to do is we're just going to zero out our camera monitor. And just zero out the camera monitor here. Just attempt to push out. Okay, we'll try to attempt to push out and push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in from here. Make a drop. Again, we'll just pause our mic here, and what we'll do is we'll just attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So we're just going to pause our mic here. And as we push out, it does appear that we did transition from vitreous clay sewer pipe to short sections of what appeared to be black ABS sewer pipe, and then as well back into green SDR sewer piping. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. It does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be concrete sewer piping. So again, we're just going to continue to push out.
Take care, guys. Enjoy the holidays.
You too. We're going to drop down, and we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull back slowly. We're going to take a good look. Again, you can see the water flowing beneath us. That is our city sewer tie-in. We'll just pull back, take a good look at our saddle. Got a little bit of a gap there in our saddle as we pull back slowly. The concrete sewer piping. We're just going to pull back slowly. Again, you can see some erosion in the concrete sewer piping around the 3 o'clock area, all the way up and around to around the 9 o'clock area. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. Again, coming up on our next joint in the concrete sewer piping. As we pull back too, as we transition into what appears to be green SDR sewer piping, as you can see there, we got a little bit of debris, a little bit of buildup in that transition. Again, this is in the middle of Cochran, so a little difficult to get out there on the busy street to locate these areas. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. Green SDR sewer piping all appear to be in fair condition, and as we pull back on the green SDR, we're going to push in just a little bit. You can see there in that transition, you got a little bit of a face of the lip of the green SDR in the transition as we pull back to vitreous clay sewer piping, holding a little bit of water there. That area there over time could possibly catch some debris and some buildup there. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, we're still out in the middle of Cochran. I'm going to push in a little bit. I'm going to pause here for a moment. Again, this does appear to be our test tee, and as we pull back, we're transitioning from 6-inch vitreous clay to 4-inch vitreous clay. We're just going to pull back slowly, and again, as we pull back, you can see we pull back. We do have a large offset in this transition here from about the 4 o'clock area going all the way up and around to about the 10 o'clock area. And again, we're gonna mark that area. You can see there's our tie-in as well. Actually, it says we already marked this area. It does appear to be right up on the front left-hand side of the property. So again, we transition back to vitreous clay sewer piping. Again, you can see another offset in that transition. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. As we pull back, we transition into what appears to be black ABS sewer pipe. I'm going to push in a little bit. And a little bit of buildup there, a little bit of glue overpour in that joint that's catching a little bit of debris. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, you can see that opening there. We did mark that area as well. So again, we'll continue to pull back. We're going to pull back. We're going to pull back to where we make a little bit of a transition, which is here. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to pull up just a little bit more. We're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and ran a little bit of water in the primary kitchen, and that water seems to be coming in from the tie-in, which is on the left-hand side of the house that we marked up on the left-hand side of the property next to the sidewalk. And then we shut that down, and we pulled back, and we ran some water from our ADU, which is attached to the primary house. And as we pull back, you can see that we have that water running in from behind us. So we're going to pull back slowly, and you can see there that we have that water running in from behind us. Initially, this line was dry, and we were just seeing what was tied in. So it does appear that the ADU that's attached to the primary house is coming in from behind through this tie-in. So again, we're going to continue to pull back, and we'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, we're going to continue to pull back, and as we pull back, we're in a dry line here, because this is primarily just a clean out. We'll pull back and up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.